Hello and welcome to Eden Live, where I am reading all of Eden by FREI live on Facebook and on YouTube, with recorded clips making their way onto Instagram, IGTV. We are in volume 9 of the Eden Miniature series, which is the ebook and paperback published version of Eden by FREI. And we are now well and truly into the second half of Encounters, and with what's coming up is another one of these very, very short literary interludes. These are, in fact, mini chapters that aren't quite a chapter. They have to be there, they have their own place there, but they are not, in that sense, part of the narrative strictly within each volume. But I've spoken about this several times before, so you probably know now what this is. This one here that's coming up now in Encounters is called Closure. Somebody I speak to at length on a regular, if not particularly frequent basis, and whose thoughts I greatly respect, not least because they are more abstract than any other thoughts I hear routinely expressed, plays through the possibility, apparently inherent in a Large Hadron Collider, such as the one operated by CERN near Geneva, accidentally causing a mini black hole and thus precipitating and essentially causing the end of the world. Instinctively, I consider the likelihood of this happening minute, but she holds my gaze a little longer than I expect, and I read from this that to her mind, and this is one of the most intelligent minds, certainly in theoretical matters I have ever come across, the probability is not so remote as to be dismissed lightly, let alone completely. In a philosophical sense, you could argue, and I possibly would, that no probability is so remote as to ever be altogether dismissed, whether likely or not. But I'm a little startled that of all the people in the world, she should contemplate this particular portent so earnestly. I forget, as I do most things, our conversation momentarily, but then it keeps nudging its way back into my thoughts, where, far from frightening or even greatly disturbing me, it fills me with a curiously warm feeling of comfort. If the world should end, I seem to feel rather than think, because thinking this would to my mind in turn seem counterintuitive and quite irrational, then no matter how likely or unlikely it may be, the idea of the world ending by a picturesque lakeside near Geneva, of all places, strikes me as strangely appropriate and beautifully ironic. And I should say, because of this alone, more probable, if at this diminutive level of probability that is still the right word, than almost anywhere else. And that is it for today. That was short and sweet. We will be continuing as I do on Wednesday, meaning as I do this twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays, today being Monday, the next one goes out next Wednesday. Whenever you come across it, I hope you will join me again as we continue our journey through Eden by FREI, a concept narrative in the here and now about the where, the wherefore, and forever. And until then, I hope you are able to stay safe and well. Take good care, love and with love, and see you very soon. Bye-bye.